Oh, Espanol? Solamente? Okay. 6:30. I just heard a car come in and out, so that's what woke me up. I survived the night. It was a little bit chilly. Actually, as you can see, I had to put on my down coat. I did look at the weather before I left, but I think I didn't totally calculate in that the weather was going to be for the area, but I was going to be at a much higher elevation, so I should have deducted another like 6 to 9 degrees from the temperature from the low overnight. If it had gotten much colder, I would have probably not slept. So yeah, I did hear something in the night, like, so curious to see if my cup is still on my bear can. Yes, see, and that condensation is actually in the form of frost. So, look at my gloves just from opening the door. I usually get dressed and then go outside, but I'm missing it. So I'm just gonna go outside. Oh, yeah. Like what my eye can capture with the stream below and the whole scene unfolding is incredible. What my phone is capturing is vanilla. Bear can still intact, so I think whatever I heard in the night was not related. Indeed. There's a little bit. Meh, what the hey? I forgot my creamer. So we're gonna try and see if I could just whip this into a mocha. Now it's time to make soup. So boiling more water. Guess we see how this is. Not bad, not bad. One of my dirt bike friends, his wife got me these socks for Christmas one year. I love them, Wonder Woman. And they're so, like, super soft. So I wear these to sleep in. Something to look forward to at night. Love them. So here's my breakfast. Someone at one of Brian's meetups, I think her name was Jenny, maybe. She's the one who turned me on to this particular type. It's pretty tasty. It tastes exactly that, clean and spicy. Breakfast is served. Not the healthiest breakfast, but it's what I had in my camper that I could bring. So my outfits are usually a little crazy, but I really didn't look at my overall, what I was bringing. Skirt is my crazy bicycle, whatever skirt. And I usually just bring that moto camping because I usually wear leggings, and I'll wear my leggings underneath my motorcycle pants. And then if I go do something like I'm gonna go do the hike, then I just take the moto pants off and then just pull this little skirt thing on. This works out the easiest. And then it's easy to layer as well. But yeah, I'm looking a little kooky today. I'm gonna look a little crazy coming down the trail hiking, but so it's 8 o'clock right now. I had kind of hoped to get out of here by 8,
but that's not going to happen. So my modified time frame is 8:30ish. If I could get out of here, that'd be great. And the only thing that's kind of jamming me up is I really wanted to dry the fly of my tent out. It had all that frost, which then becomes water, which then gets everything wet in the tent stuff sack, or I got a Ziploc baggie it and pack it separate. I figured, okay, it's going to take me an extra like 20-30 minutes to dry this fly out, but it's probably going to be worth it. So it's almost dry. It's just certain areas you might not be able to see that. This is a little bit moist still, but by and large it is pretty dry now. So another 5 minutes or so and I'll pack up the tent then. So what I decided I'm gonna do is I emptied out all the food from my bear canister, and I'm wishing I ate my dinner last night so I'd have less food that came out of the bear canister, but I'm gonna put it all in the backpack. And then I'll just leave this in my saddle bags. That way I don't have to leave the bear canister out and I don't feel worried that I have food, like a big canister of food in there in case a bear comes along. So I guess it could be said though that the bear canister maybe smells like food, and it probably does because that's what goes in it. But I'm gonna hope that it's like a mild enough smell that it's not gonna cause any problems to have that in there. Okay, so I'm pretty much ready. Bike is packed up, ready to get out of here and go get my booty beat on this trail. Whose idea was this? No, I'm looking forward to it. So get this bike, wherever it is, fired up, and let's go. Bye, little bike. Quite a few cars in the lot, and a lot of people. They even looked like there were, I don't even know, pack animals coming up the trail. So we'll see if they pass me. Oh, wow, so still. I mean, I didn't mean to do that, but this is Stillwater, Stillwater Reservoir. I can see why they call it Stillwater. Okay, I think we want to fork this direction, I think. Sheesh, a little overgrown. We're at 10,400 feet in elevation. Whoa, so I just passed somebody. He was on his way down from the hike. And I just said, hey, was the view worth the climb? And he said, yeah, it's phenomenal. And there's a pack of like wolves up there. I said, what? He said he didn't know, of course, if they'd still be there by the time I got there. But yeah, he said it's like a mom and her pups up there. Wolves, no way. Never in my life have I seen a wolf in the wild. Crazy. Gosh, I hope they're up there. He told me which direction to look. He said, it looked like they were moving a certain direction slowly. I bet I won't be able to see them, but that is so cool. Wolves, people, wolves. Oh gosh. Now he's got me hiking like double speed. I know to shed a layer, but I don't want to stop. We take the right one. Somebody tried to help people out. But I double checked the map. Trail just goes up and up and up. Oh, I'm puffing and puffing, but we're halfway there. Trail just opened up a bit. So there's my trail. And then I think it goes switchbacks all the way up to the top somewhere. Over there. So, one foot in front of the other. Okay, first climb done. Now we're gonna traverse up that. Okay, so I'm 45 minutes in. I've done 2 miles. So 22.5 mile pace, which is pretty good considering the elevation gain. Okay, just used the final ladies' room right over there in those trees because that is pretty exposed. There's gonna be nowhere to pee. I think that's the final push. Here we go. I slowed down a lot this last mile. That's the trail I came up. And then it wound around there up here. Now we go up here to the end there, switch back and climb that path, it looks like, to the top. So I'm pretty sure that I missed the wolves, but if nothing else, it was good to motivate me to walk faster. People, must be the summit. This section is straight up. You have arrived. So that back one is Stillwater Reservoir. And this is the view looking the other direction. This is crazy. That's the path I'm scrambling on. Camera's getting put away. That is sketch. Such a mental game. Your mind starts to play tricks on you. It's like a trail that the path is that wide, but the trail is like flat on either side, you would just scramble right across it, not even think anything of it. But when the stakes are that high and there's like plummet to your death to the right and plummet to your death to the left, all of a sudden your legs become wobbly and you're not sure if you can stay on the trail. Oh, I gotta still go back across that. Truth be told, I probably would have been better off dropping my backpack, and then I probably would have scurried across it a lot easier. So I have 2 days worth of backpacking food and all my electronics in my backpack, plus water and everything. And so my backpack is actually pretty heavy. Yeah, it just makes it even more stressful. Lesson learned. So there were a couple groups of people. There's some of them right there. They all cheered for me after I got across. They were all sitting up along that ridge line. They had all come down to do it and either just couldn't even start or got to the narrow section and just couldn't mentally get over it. So none of them crossed it. Because once I got across it, they all started cheering. Looks like I'm currently at 11,800 feet. Let's just do one more 360 though. So here's the path you're walking. Most of it doesn't get less than 4 feet. Maybe 1 or 2 sections it's 3 feet or so. But it's just a mental block because that's to the left and that is to the right. Low margin of error. All right, see you guys on the other side. Yay! I made it back across. And if I were a real YouTuber, I would set up a camera and let you watch me walk across again. But I'm not a real YouTuber and I don't like you guys that much. So I am not doing that again. Not today anyway. But absolutely worth it to do it. The view. Man, you can actually get the same view from the near side of the causeway. You don't have to be on the causeway. But I do like to challenge myself mentally to do stuff now and then that makes me a little nervous. So I'm feeling good today. Feeling really good. So I think I'm gonna go down a little ways and get off this little hump here and find somewhere to just chill and take a little break before I head back down. Have a little snack and then head back down. Should be pretty quick on the way down. This looks like a good spot to take a little break. I do say so myself. So, we're at the top, celebratory chocolate. So I have not been drinking enough water. That's the entirety of what I drank on the way up here. So, oh my gosh, holy cuteness. Do you see that little guy in there? You're like hobbies, you're waiting for snacks. Yeah, you shady. No snacks for you. Someone just mentioned I can do a loop and go back across the causeway and then around that way and loop back around the back side of the lake and get back to the parking lot. But I'm not really set up with a map to do that. I don't trust trail markage here. So I think I'll probably just go back the way I came. I was gonna see if I could get a video of people going across so you could see how narrow it is. And finally, 2 people came up here after me, but I don't think they're kind of looks like they're stuck before it. I'm not sure they're crossing. It looks like they're mentally debating.
Did you go to the top?
I did.
Awesome.
Yeah, epic views.
It is.
And it's a mental game to get across that.
Yeah, that's great, isn't it?
Yeah. Did you? I'm a little bit bummed I didn't download this whole area. Everybody says it's good to do the drainage trail, go by, I guess, Mosquito Lake. So I'll have to take a look for next time what that looks like and download like a whole segment map. They did say, which is why I wasn't gonna do it, because around here the trails don't seem to be super well marked. They're also not super heavily traveled, which is awesome as a hiker because there's just not that many people. I mean, it's a Friday and there hasn't been that many people at all. So that's the good part. The bad part is you really need to have maps and trails downloaded. I do have my topo map with me, but not really feeling up to doing like map and compass to figure out where I am. I don't want to go on any misadventures today. So I'm just gonna scurry back down the mountain I came up. So there was somebody not too far out of college that was up on that trail, and she said she liked my style. And I know she was being serious, but in my head I had to chuckle because I was like, I look crazy today, certifiably crazy today. And what was it? The Himes overnight backpacking to Big Fish Lake. I also got, some guy gave me a compliment on my teeth. And so I had to be like, oh, are you like a dentist or orthodontist or something? And he said, no, he just appreciates good teeth. But both of them made my day. So I know I was saying it took me like 45, 46 minutes to do the first 2 miles of the trail, and I had 1 mile to go. Well, it took me like 45 minutes to do that last mile. So I saw a little clearing in those trees over there, and I can see Stillwater Reservoir and also a little sliver of it right over there and right over there. So very, very, very near the end. All is well in the world. So my raft fills up the same way my sleeping pad does. It's got a bag that screws onto it, and then you just push the air into the raft. Then you just top it off. There we go. Can't believe this is happening. It's actually been a long while since I had this boat in the water, so this is a really good spot with low risk on a hot day to test it out. You have no idea how much perfection this is. Like, seriously. The water is ice cold. They don't call it Cold Springs for nothing. This water is ice cold. So my booty's like on a refrigerator. Oh, check this out. I at least want you to see how crystal clear this water is. We just got to get a fish right below us, because when I try and pan out, you can't see. Shoot, I'm having a tough time getting the fish because of the glare. Okay, I don't know a better way to spend an afternoon after doing elevation gain in a hike, and then you come over and float. Yes, please. I see some cool lichen. Do you see it? We're gonna have to go over there and take a look. I love me some lichen. This is what ATV riding looks like to me. Unfortunately, this concludes the paddle tour for the day. I still need to put on miles today, so I'm so bummed. But I gotta dry this thing out, pack it up, and mosey on down the road. So, time to get out of here, but it was a nice hour just floating, watching the fish, just listening to the water. Perfection. So here's the billboard, $10 per site for the dispersed. Got my money in there. $10 into the Iron Ranger. That was for last night. You're supposed to pay when you get there, but it was going to send me all the way to some other campground. I had already taken all my gear off, and I was just hoping I wouldn't get stopped by a ranger, because then you say, oh, I was gonna pay, and they say, yeah, right. So all right, we're gonna go go through Yampa again, get some fuel, and pretty boring, so you might not see much of that, and then keep going. And we are gonna go down, I guess, Route 8, and then try and find a spot to disperse camp for free down there. We're gonna mosey on. No, the black sheep of the family are out too. guys. Hi, everybody. Oh, you taking a tinkle? Never been stuck in a sheep jam before. Oh, are you taking care of them? Oh, hi. What you doing? Oh, hello. I have no snacks for you. I have no snacks for you. Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
No, speaking.
Oh, español, solamente. Ah. ¿Cuántos?
Sheep?
Yeah.
1,000.
1,000. Wow.
Con todo el land.
Okay. And then
No say sheep. Rod?
yeah.
No say sheep. Maybe 1, 2 million. Come back, no sheep.
Okay.
No
See.
sheep. No say sheep.
And then ese casa, like the trailer, that's for you?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. See.
Me.
Okay. Thank you. Just to be clear here, people, I didn't take Spanish, I took German, because German's super helpful, right? Because pretty much everybody that speaks German speaks English. If I could have a do-over, I would have taken Spanish. That was my attempt at street Spanglish. Just what I've learned on the lean, mean streets. I wanted to have like a full-on conversation with him because I was just kind of curious. Yeah. Oh, we are moving here. That is a great tent spot. Yeah, I know there's a bike over here for sure. So I think there's somebody camped down that way too, but this one will be perfect for tonight. Interesting. So as I was saying, I would have loved to have like a full-on conversation with him because I was just kind of curious with his sheep, but my Spanish wasn't good enough. Yeah, because anytime stuff like that, like I want to ask like a million questions. Probably good for his sake that I couldn't speak Spanish. The only thing, I'm gonna hope that's like deer bones back there. Sure, it's fine. I mean, it doesn't smell like death, so nothing's fresh. I one time camped somewhere and it just smelled like death, and it took me a while to figure out that it was where people had like killed deer and they dug a pit and put all the parts and their parts sticking up, and I got super grossed out and had to move my campsite. Last night's tent setup was a party foul. I had these boots on the whole time. So, we're getting the flip-flops on. We are not wasting any time on that front.